All right, so with that, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get started. So your soul message for the month of July is nothing has gone wrong. This is a little bit of that energy I was feeling before I pulled the cards. This can kind of be like the Tower card in Tarot, where things that you were hoping would go a certain way just did not. And there's a sense here of, kind of like things falling apart, or just being met with a lot of disappointment, either leading up to July or in the month of July. And what this card reminds us, it's a beautiful card, and it reminds us that even when things on the outside, we see them a certain way, we perceive them a certain way, even when we think that they mean one thing, they don't always mean only one thing. I feel like I'm speaking in cryptic language here. What I mean by that is, when things don't go the way we think they're supposed to go, it doesn't mean that they've gone wrong. My belief is there's a divine plan for everything, and we receive in our lives everything that we need to receive in order to learn and grow and evolve in the best possible way. And for some of us, we need bigger wake-up calls, right? For some of us, we need things to really shake us at the core in order to begin waking up to our divine nature. So that's what this card is about. And we'll go ahead and pull some additional energies and see what else you might expect in the month of July. But that's the work your soul is doing in the month of July. Sagittarius for the month of July. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Clean it up. Peace. Treasure Island. Awesome. So this is the energy that I was picking up on. This clean it up energy is either cleaning up after the tower has fallen, right? After this mess, and now you're kind of cleaning up after the mess. This can also be for some of you cleaning up, doing the inner work, cleaning up our shadow, dealing with our shadow work, meaning that as these transitions happen, as we have experiences like a tower moment, whatever that might be for you, it leaves a lot of debris in the road, so to speak, right? A lot can be left behind. And so this may be a month for you of now kind of picking up the pieces. And I'm hearing that for some of you that's literal. Some of you, the tower is literal. There's been the energy I'm getting, and this feels like it's before July. It may be at the end of June that this has occurred, but something has occurred where you've had to, like your life has blown up. Everything that you know or have known has blown up, and now you're kind of picking up the pieces. And I think that this reading, what I'm already feeling is that this reading is going to be confirmation that as you pick up the pieces, everything's going to work out for you. So the card of peace. You have a great deal of spiritual guidance and support. Even if you're feeling really alone and desperate right now, even if you're feeling like you don't understand what happened or why, just know that you're held in the divine light. You're held in the divinity of the universe, and nothing happens that's not for our highest good, I believe. Treasure Island. So for some of you, this is the loss of material things around you, the loss of a job, the loss of a house, things like that. What I'm also seeing here, though, is this is kind of the outcome. This is the energy you're moving into. So by the end of July, whatever this situation is that's causing you some grief right now and some challenges right now, it's going to begin to resolve by the end of July, and you're going to see new hope. You're going to see new possibility. And the cool thing is whatever has blown up, whatever has gone away, is coming back in a totally new way. So I'm hearing one of the messages here for you is not to worry about trying to recreate what you had, but be available and open to create something completely new, something better, something more than you ever could have imagined, because that's the energy that's coming in for you. And I feel like that's pretty soon. That's the end of July, early August, where that energy is going to open up for you, and you're going to start to create and make a new life. And sure, it was unexpected, and maybe you wouldn't have planned it that way, but it's a beautiful new beginning at the end of this cycle. I'm just going to pull some additional clarifiers here for you, for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know about this cycle? Yeah. This is kind of reinforcing. There's some new messages here, but this is pretty reinforcing. So there's peace again. You are surrounded by the divine. So the situation that you're going through or have recently gone through, this kind of tower experience, this is a rite of passage. And what that means to me is that when you go through this energy, you come out on the other side more prepared, more evolved, more expanded, right? You grow from these experiences, and it just opens you up to that next beautiful part of life. Most of us would not try to do this kind of inner work on our own, right? It takes a tower moment to shake us up, to shake us loose. And again, the outcome that you're moving toward, you are asked to be patient in this. Patience is required, but you are moving in the right direction toward peace. And obviously there's some letting go that needs to happen as well, because whatever was left in the dust here, whatever's been left behind, you don't want to drag that into the new energy. You want to be able to send it off with love and peace, and just know that everything is happening at the right time for you. There is a message here about healthy body, and I take this to mean that as you're going through this experience, be extra mindful about taking care of your physical well-being. When we're under a lot of stress, when things are really freaking us out and we're just under a lot of stress, it can make our physical bodies not well. So let's look at, I want to look more closely at Clean It Up and Treasure Island, and we'll start with Clean It Up. Wow. Oh, yeah. So lots of messages here, very powerful messages. Victory will be the outcome. So for some of you, the situation that has happened has impacted your finances, your money coming in. I feel like for some of you, this might have been the loss of a business. A thing where money did come into your life that you've lost that resource. And we'll look at this a little bit more closely. We'll see what the outcome of that is for those of you that resonates with. But these are the things that are the debris left over from that tower moment. Lots of emotion, obviously. There's also regeneration and creativity in this card. Goddess of the Moon. So even if you're not seeing it yet, even if you're not even connected to this sense at all, there is part of you that's waking up because of this situation that's happened, this is waking up something in you that's really powerful. And I would say for some of you, this is going to be related to your intuition. That there's a deepening awareness in you that's opening up. And I feel like as you evolve and grow, that you're going to be able to move toward a romantic relationship. Or for some of you, this might be someone who's currently interested in you, but maybe you just don't have time right now to deal with that. There's a lot of angel cards here. We have 5th chakra, which is Archangel Gabriel, and this is around speaking your truth. And also the heart chakra, the 4th chakra, which is Archangel Raphael. So I want to point something out here. With the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, it's speaking our truth, being authentic. Also, it's about expressing our feelings, so having true self-expression. But I'd like you to notice this halo around Archangel Gabriel's head, and that divine energy and divine source is coming in. So it's also about being intuitive and speaking the truth about what you're seeing and feeling at an intuitive level. And then the heart chakra, same idea, opening your heart. I feel like for some of you with this situation, that your hearts have completely shut down. And again, I would say the same thing here, that you've completely shut down on some level because of this experience. And so these cards are reminders to begin to heal and open up the energy centers around your authenticity, around your intuition, around your heart. Understandably, some of you may be feeling really angry and upset about this situation, and you might be looking at other people like, with the feeling and thought of, why did this happen to me, and how come other people are doing okay and I'm struggling so much? I want to look at that a little bit more, because if that's part of the energy that you're holding on to right now, let's do some healing around that. Let's find out what needs to happen. But I do want to share with you, you will be victorious in this. As you move through this situation, you're going to come out on the other end in this beautiful energy of victory. So she has a very calm presence about her and a very confident energy. She's just present with whatever's going on. She's not resisting it. She's not angry about it. She's just present. And in her presence, she is able to be victorious. And we have card number 28, which adds up to 10. So definitely the end of a cycle coming into this victory. All right, sweeties, let's take a look at this energy here. What needs to be healed? What needs to be healed for Sagittarius? Okay, so there's a lot going on here for you. So that inner conflict, a lack of clarity, a loss of balance. Maybe you're struggling with boundaries. And manifestation. I feel like for some of you, there might be some resentment. That's what I was talking about in that envy card. There might be some resentment about how come other people have what I want. So the message to you here, I feel like there's a message for you here. Let me see if Spirit wants to share that here. Spirit, what message do you have for Sagittarius around this healing work that needs to be done? What do they need to know most about this healing work? What do they need to know about this healing work? imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So for some of you, where you're really stuck in this energy of lack and fear and resentment and anxiety, the beginning of shifting that energy is, it starts in your imagination. Just taking time to start imagining what your life will be like when this situation is resolved. When you move through all of this, what will they look like? Can you imagine something even better than what you have had currently? Can you imagine the abundance that is available to you? What more would you like to tell? Would you like Sagittarius to know? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So that goes back to that envy card, right? Recognizing that rather than resenting people for having abundance, if other people have abundance, that means you can have abundance as well. You can have, that same amount of clarity, that same amount of joy, that same amount of stability, that if it's available to others, it means it's available to you. Okay, so there's some work that needs to happen here in July, my dears. And I get that it's kind of a heavy lift in July. But there is hope. There is hope. Victory is here. And let's look at Treasure Island. What more can we know for Sagittarius about this Treasure Island? So the message I'm hearing also right now is sometimes we can get so attached to the things that we have that maybe are lost for some of you, that it starts to take us down, right? Our attachments actually sink us rather than allowing us to be open to the possibility of something new. So work on that imagination. Begin working on what things will look like for you in the positive. And look at that. Come on. The sun. Second chakra. This is the energy center of creation, manifestation. So yeah, I'm seeing here that working through this energy, moving into that mindset of manifestation, dropping your hostilities. Door to Value came in reverse, and I feel like, again, that's letting go of the past picture, letting go of the past what once was, and being available to what you can create. And check that out. That is a woman holding a heart. This is a beautiful energy of creation. It's also the energy of partnership and stability. So as you begin manifesting, as you start to heal this energy and start focusing on the energy of manifestation, the energy of gratitude, the energy of appreciation, appreciate what you do currently have, even if it's not all of this other stuff. Begin moving into that energy, and your world is going to open up to more than just financial abundance. It's going to open up to love. And look at blossoming abundance. Come on. Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. Third chakra, empowering, having self-empowerment. Seeing yourself in the light of abundance, seeing yourself in an empowered way, recognizing that you are the driver of your own bus, that you are capable of turning this situation around and creating something new in your life. That's the power that you hold here, right here and now. And this Archangel Chamuel, I've said this in other readings, it's one of my favorite cards. And the reason for that is, even though the solar plexus here it's the energy of, again, willpower, self-empowerment, that kind of thing. It's lit up because of our connection with divine and our connection with our hearts. So you have this power. This is the power that you have to generate the life that you want. And you already know that. On an intuitive level, you already get that. So it's time to stop wallowing in whatever this is. And I'm not minimizing whatever you've lost. I know it's painful to you, but it's time to now start moving forward in this new energy so that you can start shifting where you're going. I want to pull a soul message for you as well. What's the soul message for, holy heck? Soul message for, wow. Boy, Sagittarius, there's a lot of energies want to come out for you. Let's see, Spirit, how about just one or two cards that will be the most significant for Sagittarius? Thank you. It's exactly what I was saying. What am I grateful for right now? Adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of your problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. Are you willing? Are you willing to be grateful? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. And I'm going to pull you a few angel messages too. I just feel like you need a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of hope, a little bit of light here. So angels, can we bring a little light to Sagittarius today, please? Thank you. Peace. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love and peace will follow. All right, beautiful souls. I'm wishing you all the best this month. My heart is with you, and I know that things are turning around for you. So at the end of this month, I will be looking forward to your comments about how everything has turned around and you're doing, you're on the right track and you're seeing life as a beautiful gift. Blessings to you, much love, and we'll see you soon.